Alright, hello to the chicos and the chicas. Game analysis coming from the stream. Today on the menu is a game presented to us by the one and only Ribeye, who is known as Fat Broccoli behind the white dudes, and his opponent is JBT two legends at around the 1200 rating mark. Unfortunately, it's a blitz game, so I can't really be too harsh on these two humans, but let's see how they do this game of chess thingy mobobby. So the opening oh, what? Do that? What? Hey, what that? What that? Why are you free? Why are we blocking this bishop in? Knight f3 or bishop g5. On that note, go ahead and purchase my beginner's d4 repertoire. You need it. What kind of a move is e3? It's inexcusable. Alright, let's continue the game. c6. Okay, this allows you to transition back into the Meran. Something more ambitious would have been more suitable, like c5. Okay, c6, bishop d3. Knight f3 is the more accurate move order. We are violating here knights before bishop. So we need to touch up on chess principles a bit, but it's not a mistake. Knight e2. I would pay money if you could explain to me why this knight is going here and not here. Please, please. Explain to me why this knight is going to e2 and not to f3. And if your explanation is that I saw some people putting it on e2, that's not gonna fly, so we need a better one. No, nothing is coming. Folks, don't do this when this is available. Yeah, this is closer to the center, covers more important squares, and this does sweet nothing. Like, sometimes you do it in the Nimzo because you want to retake with the knight. That's about as good as it gets. Don't want to block the pawn. What pawn? Yeah, this is the risk of asking questions that you don't want to hear the answers. Like, you don't want to block the f pawn. Like, why? Why don't you want to block the f pawn? In fact, better question still. Why do you want to move the f pawn? So this is what a healthy game looks like, Ribeye. Knight f3, castles, castles, knight d7, and e4, my friend, e4. Put your pieces in the center. And then take, knight f6, bishop c2 with a subsequent queen d3 and bishop g5 attacking h7. This is exactly how Capablanca Corso. I'm pretty sure that Capablanca Corso was this. Know that classic, by the way. And this is a very, very basic attacking pattern that you need to know, as opposed to total rando. I don't want to put my knight in front of the f-pawn for like whatever reason. That is, yeah, just really, really no bueno. Like, this is what chess looks like, man. Castle, king, developed knight, looking in the center, bishop already aiming down at h7. That's chess. This is like you didn't want to put it in front of the f-pawn. Like, why not? Okay, let's move on. Knight d7, castles, queen c7. Please play e4. I beg you, please play e4. Please play e4, please play e4. Oh. Why, man? Why? Why are we seeing this? Why are we seeing this, Ribeye? How do you justify this move? Not to me, because that's impossible, but to yourself. Ribeye, the golden rule of any opening is this. If the move you are making is not developing and it's also not doing something for the center, it's almost certainly is a mistake. This does not control center, it doesn't develop pieces, therefore it shouldn't even come up as a candidate move. Do not do that. Why don't we go e4 here? You need to get my center course, my friend. Center. You can find it right here. Because you are regularly missing the most basic, most fundamental concept of chess openings. which is that you need to put your pieces in a way that they control the center as opposed to when they don't. And a3 is a shameful move. f4, good. Knight f8, e4, see? There you go. That's great stuff there. e4, very good. Very good. That's how you play chess. I just would love to know why a3 was necessary for this mess. I don't think that you have an explanation to why you played a3 or b4, whatever. Take, 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 bishop. Oh, no. Dude, why do you do that? Oh, my word. Oh, okay. Point at the best placed piece on the board. That one. That's your best piece on the board, right? Why would you move it? Why? In fact, if anything, you now would like to somehow undo the wrong you did before by securing that knight so that after trade, you replace your best piece with another best piece. Instead, we go back. Matey, number one rule of chess is that every time you go back, you are making a mistake. So, yeah, no bueno. But why would you do that? That is so sad. Like, this should not occur to you as a move. Why? You're meant to go that way, bro. That's the direction. Why? Why here? That is so sad. That is, yeah. Yeah, knight c3 was definitely my favorite move here, followed by developing the bishop and then queen and then rook. Right, so this is what a good looking, healthy chess position looks like. Yeah, like look at this. Every single piece is marvelously developed. I know it's a bad move, but I'm here to give you some direction and to figure out why you play such moves. Like, this is what good chess looks like, and in strong contrast, this is what tragedy looks like. Right? No space to work with, no centralized pieces, no hope. Now, you can never ever accomplish a piece layout like this if you are going backwards, mate, like that. And by the way, the worst of all is that that's a response to your opponent going backwards. We go backwards too. It looks like both of you are working on recreating the starting position. Oh! Mate! Oh! No! Oh boy, what that? No. Alright, so let's break this one down very quickly. Bishops are better than knights in most positions that are open like this. Right? This is your best piece right now because unfortunately you downgraded your knight into a lame mule on g3. So best piece. The knight on g6 does sweet bugger all. So we give up a very good bishop for a really lame knight. Additionally to that, we completely kill our chance to play f5. We improve. I would like to emphasize this. We improve our opponent's pawn structure because contrary to the common La La Land belief, double pawns mean nothing. What that means is that now you can't play f5, and what that means is that there is an open H file. That was like throwing away about 2 points of value for no reason. That's the worst move of the game so far, hands down. Now you are getting into trouble. That is absolutely awful. Do not give up bishops for knights like that, ever. Okay, b4. I mean, if that was the plan, one would logically go like, why did we need to take this to play b4? By the way, you had f5 here, which is also mighty good. And by the way, what it accomplishes is that you are going to get their bishop for a knight, which is pretty cool. Okay, yeah, that was, oh boy, ouchie. Okay, that I tend to label as an iffy decision, to say the least. Because now you are fixing your pawns on dark squares with a dark squared bishop. So you are rendering this bishop to a very, very, very sad piece. And at the same time, you give up d5 as an outpost for black. And we did not gain any outposts in turn. If these two bishops were not on the board, it would be a different story. Because then you could aim for, wow, arrows much to get in there. But because this bishop is on the board, that's unrealistic. So long term, this is gonna hurt you. Also, I'm a bit worried about b6, bishop a6, by the way. Yep. Queen d2, yep. You what? Okay, I need a drink. Okay, unfathomable what this is all about, other than wanting to develop the bishop, but that's way too high price to pay. Besides, now this knight is gonna kill. No. Why this pawn? Yeah, I really dislike this pawn. I would have taken this way, because what you want to do is to chuck this knight in here, and when it gets taken, which is inevitable, you take this way, opening up the bishop diagonal. Your idea was to open up the rook file, which is vastly irrelevant because the bishop covers f7 perfectly, and now you have a really crappy bishop here still. And even if you do go in and do this, this scenario is far, far worse than taking this way, then going in, and for comparison's sake, look at this bishop. You had in this game this position. Crystal clear that the f file is yielding red hot nothing, whereas this one gives you an amazing diagonal. So that was a poor choice as well. Mind you, we are dealing with a blitz game here, so I need to be... Okay, unreal. Like, your opponent just abandons d6 and tells you, hey, why don't you go and put your pieces in the center, which now threatens to win a queen by force. And we go like, no, actually instead let's trade both knights so that I can't put anything on d6 at all. What? Like, this is a very strong candidate for the second worst move of the game. Your opponent forces you to go here. I mean, ever since you played c5, I thought that the idea was to try to dump pieces on these squares, right? And then later on, when this situation occurred, now the attraction to this square is like, I can't wait to get in there. It's like you are a kid in the candy store. You can't wait for your mom to finally buy you something that you can stuff in your face and be happy and sugar high, right? It's the same level of excitement. Like, I just want to go. I want to go. And then they force you to do that. And we go like, nope, not at all. And now bishop g5 is... Oh, actually, bishop g5, knight d5 works. I'm not sure if that was seen by either. But anyway. But also, I'm not sure after take, knight takes, once again, you're stuck with the bishop. Like, look at this, just for argument's sake, yeah? How on earth are we going to win this? Look at that bishop on b2. That's the saddest player we have seen in a very long time. That is so, so tragic. Bishop f5. That's an interesting blunder. Okay. And we're not taking that. Whoa, Ribai. What's happening, buddy? I mean, I get it that it's blitz and it's low-rated game, but it's hanging for free. And it cuts off castling too. Why not coconut? I also have no idea why they didn't do take bishop e6, by the way, but whatever. Rook d1, I'm guessing we want to play d5, and we seem to be oblivious to the fact that now bishop g3 followed by castle kills all hopes of us winning this game. Yep. Okay, opponent carefully not defending this by playing rook d7. Yep. Okay. Okay, let's make sure that that bishop doesn't play in this game anymore. Both g3 and queen g4 are winning on the spot. Yep. Good. And wins. Wow. There was so much in there, buddy. So much in there that you really need to learn from. Like, opening principles hardly exist in your life. You really need to touch up on that. Chess Principles Reloaded is your first port of call. Secondly, other basic chess principles such as bishops for knights, no bueno. Do not go backwards. But that bishop trade was an eyesore of a move. Yeah. Yeah, basically your very basic positional concepts were missed on a regular basis in this game. Very interesting insight. But yeah, I don't know how much of a fair depiction of your chess this game is, because it was a 3-2 blitz. So obviously a longer time control game would give you more. You already bought my courses, but you haven't started them. Hopefully this is gonna be the motivating factor. Yeah, but if there was one big takeaway, friend, from this is that center development, these two things, like, that's forget about it. 92, forget about it. Pulling the knight back, forget about it. And just like that, if you do those things right, just on the basis of just generic principles, your rating would go up about 500 points. That's gonna be the conclusion. And on that note, we are going to call this off, ladies and gents. That was a game analysis from the stream. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to sub, to like, to super like, and I will be back with more soon.